Have you ever logged into something like your Facebook or your LinkedIn and assume it is you? You don't even think about it. You type your password, maybe a buzz on your phone, you tap approve, and that's it, you're in. And subconsciously you get that confirmation. Yeah, this is me. But what if it's not? Or not even that? What if the machine does not actually know if it is you? It just thinks it is. That's where it starts. Not with hackers, not with malware, not with some guy in a hoodie typing fast in the basement. It starts with that moment. You logging in and a system deciding it is you and then trust you. So I keep coming back to this. We talk about cybersecurity like it's about defense, like it's about stopping something. But most of the time, nothing is being stopped. Things are being allowed. That's the part people miss. That's always the part people miss. Think of it this way. When you log into your bank, the system does not ask if it's really you. It simply asks, did you give me the right signals? The password matches, the code matches, the device looks familiar, okay, you're in. Which means it's not matching truth, it's matching patterns. And yeah, that sounds subtle. It definitely does not sound like a big deal. But if you really sit with it for a second, that's everything. Because if someone else can match those patterns, they don't have to break anything. They don't have to force their way in. They just walk straight to the front door. You're probably thinking, but okay, that's why we have better security now, right? Two-factor authentication, biometric authentication, and that helps. It really does. But it still does not change the core idea. The system is still not asking who are you. Not directly, not even vaguely. It's only asking, do you have what I expect? And those are not the same questions. My name is Duplon Fils-Aimé. You can call me D. I have worked in IT for about 13 years. I have a bachelor's degree in IT. I have a master's degree in cybersecurity. And why am I doing this? Because I love network security and I also value personal security. And most of all, I love bending a computer to my will for the parts that I know. For instance, you could literally kneecap a vCenter server, wipe out the network from underneath the vCenter, blow away this group based on storage policy, and get me a well-smothered burrito and a jug of mushroom tea in about less than 3 hours. That's me in a nutshell. I had a moment which was not that dramatic. I logged onto something that I used all the time. And for a second I thought, that was too easy. Nothing challenged me. Nothing verified anything beyond the usual. And then I thought, it's not that I am trusted. It is that I match the conditions of trust. And that's a very different thing. If that's true, then what is security actually doing? Like really doing? Because if access and trust are granted based on matching patterns, then security is not about keeping people out. It's about deciding what patterns are good enough. Water is important. Here is where this gets uncomfortable for me. Those patterns, they are assumption. Every single one of them. We assume if the password is correct, then it is the right person. If the device looks normal, then there is nothing wrong. If the request is properly formatted, then it's legit. We assume, and we assume. And the system builds trust on top of those assumptions. Most of the time, that works. It really does. You log in, I log in, everything is fine. So it feels like the system is secure. But that feeling, that's the illusion. Because the system did not prove anything. It just did not get challenged. And that again is a very different thing. This is where cybersecurity lives. Not in the attacks, in the assumptions that make the attacks possible. Because you don't get hacked because the system was weak or something was weak in the simplest of ways. You get hacked because the system trusted something it should not have, or trusting it too early in the handshake process, or trusting it without context at all. And here is the cybersecurity danger we all keep avoiding. The system did not do anything wrong at all. The system is doing exactly what it was designed to do: match signals, grant access, and move on. This is a matter of opinion, but that means the real question is not how do we stop attackers? It is why do our system trust anything at all the way they do? But once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't erase that responsibility. Every login feels different. Every access granted means something else. And I'm not saying everything is broken. That's not the point at all. The point is the foundation is built on something most people never look at. We just use it. That something is trust, not the humankind. Assumed trust, system trust, program trust. Every time that trust gets drifted just a little bit, everything that is built on top of it will inherit that flaw. Everything. So every time you log into something, just pause for a second and ask yourself, what did the system just believe about me and why? I will see you next time. This is getting fun.